A sick ship captain in 1815 France is requesting medical assistance at an island. Edmond Dantes, the second mate, and Ferdinand Mornego, the representative of the shipping company, went to the island to ask for assistance. They learned that the exiled Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte lives on the island. As long as they promise to write a letter to Napoleon's friends in France, he will spare their lives and aid them. Napoleon orders Edmond to discreetly deliver this letter after the ship captain's death, which enrages Fernand. Edmond becomes ship captain and pops the question to his girlfriend Mercedes upon their return to France, much to Fernand's dismay. As a family, Edmond is enjoying supper. Soldiers show up and take Edmond into custody on charges of treason. As a corrupt investigator tries to conceal his own family secrets, Edmond's perfect life is shattered when he is falsely accused of treason and condemned. Upon reaching Fernando's house, Edmond is subjected to a brutal beating and learns that his closest companion had betrayed him due to jealousy. Edmond is confined at the Chateau d'F, a location where powerful inmates are housed, and he is utterly despondent. Edmond hoped for fair treatment. Those closest to him thought he had been beheaded. By chance, Edmond's cell is accidentally visited by a fellow inmate named Abu Faria, who offers him education in return for his assistance in excavating the prison. Edmond plans to exact a complex vengeance on those who wronged him, and he improves his academic knowledge and fighting skills in pursuit of this aim. When Edmond thinks back on what happened, he remembers who was involved in his arrest and how he ended up in prison. A huge rock fell on Abu Faria's head as he dug in the tunnel one day, killing him instantly. He bequeathed Edmond a map leading to a treasure trove just before he passed away. Then, with the aid of his friend's corpse, Edmond has an exciting escape from prison. Following his escape from prison, Edmond swims to a beach where a duel between pirates is taking place. Luigi Vampire, a pirate captain, plans to assassinate an accomplice for stealing. They say this pirate, Jacobo, is the greatest knife fighter they've ever seen. Edmond challenges him to a knife fight, which he ultimately wins. After Edmond spared Jacobo's life in battle, Jacobo promises to devote the rest of his life to him. It is now time for Edmond and the pirates to set sail for an exciting adventure on the high seas. A long time later, Edmond and Jacobo are abandoned in France, and their mission for vengeance starts there. Then Edmond gives the order. Jacobo should purchase a vessel in order to seek out Abu Farias's concealed wealth. They acquire a massive mansion after discovering the treasure. After that, Edmond becomes the Count of Monte Cristo and has a fortune to boot. A well-thought-out plan and a trustworthy companion in the form of the pirate Jacobo. In order to get even, Edmond Dantes plans to become a sophisticated and crafty man. Count of Monte Cristo, a title that had the world talking. Even his enemies are invited to Edmond's enormous party when he is Count of Monte Cristo. Edmond had to make some changes to his revenge plot since Ferdinand, the new Count of Monte Carlo, didn't show up to his party. But it wasn't all bad for the party. While Edmond told criminal activity, investigator Villa fought off the man who wanted to have him arrested. Albert, Fernando's new son, begs him to go to a Parisian party with his pals. Fernand remains. With Edmond's encouragement and the assistance of Luigi Zampa, Edmond's friends plan to abduct Albert in Paris and then bravely escape from the Count of Monte Cristo. Next, an invitation to Albert's birthday bash is extended to Edmond. Mercedes and Fernand reappear in his view. However, they are now wed. This causes Edmond a great deal of distress behind his mask. Another thing that Mercedes realizes is that her late fiancé looks a lot like the Count of Monte Cristo. And she faces off against the enigmatic Count. Edmond accidentally spills the beans to Mercedes, revealing the secret. He also experiences a rekindling of his love for her. Currently, Edmond is bribing various organizations to constrict his criminals' finances, driving them to commit crimes out of desperation. Due to his addiction to gambling, Fernand loses all of his wealth. Villa fought during this period. Douglas and Fernand plotted to steal Edmond's gold. To exact his vengeance, Edmond employs this plot to move the pieces into position. In order to get Villefort to confess to Edmond Dantes's crime in front of the police, Edmond takes him to a bathhouse. In order to recover his stolen shipments, he subsequently appears on the scene alongside Daniela and the police. Mercedes goes back to Councilman Dago at this point to ask for a divorce. Now Fernand can escape with Edmond's stolen gold shipments without sharing, which made him happy. Edmond tracks Ferdinand down to a hidden spot, where he confronts Ferdinand face to face after having revealed his true identity. After Edmond learns that Albert is actually his son, a terrifying altercation breaks out as Rosides is shot and Edmond discovers the truth. The final confrontation between Edmond and Fernand ends with Edmond triumphing and Fernand being fatally wounded. Plus, this new set of relatives.